If I'm Shaun, if I'm the Dallas Cowboys, I am chomping at the bit right now. Just the thought process of Earl Thomas actually playing on this defense, just his winning mentality, his wisdom, his leadership on a defense. If you look at paper from last year, that seems to be playing better than it did the year before. It is awesome. I mean, this guy, when you talk about a quarterback on defense, that's Earl Thomas. He is like a Ed Reed, a Troy Polamalu back there, getting guys aligned and making plays. I mean, this will be a big addition to this Dallas Cowboys defense.
When I watch him run, I got to think of the Tasmanian Devil. He's just a cloud of dust. I think when you look at that position, and who knows it better than you, that free safety position, it's can he cover ground and can he read quarterbacks and bait them? Earl Thomas has done a great job of that. So I think for the Dallas Cowboys, this definitely adds that veteran aspect to this defense, and it's really kind of what they've been looking for. Obviously they've struggled to get after the quarterback the last couple of years, but with DeMarcus Lawrence up front, I think this could be big for them. Now, the question really is, how much can they afford to pay him? He's going in. He's only a 1 year. It's a 1 year left on his contract. So, are you willing to make Earl Thomas one of the highest paid safeties in the league going into his, this late in his career? I don't know if the Cowboys are ready to do that.
That depends on whether you think how many years you think he has left playing at that level. If there's enough.
I think he has quite a few years left in him. He's not a young, a young kid running out there, but he's still one of the elite safeties that's remaining out there. I'll tell you what, right now there's a bunch of safeties in free agency that's still looking for a job. If Earl Thomas if he was a free agent, he wouldn't be looking for a job. There would be a bunch of teams that's trying to sign him.
The one other thing I'd throw on there is different defense. He's excelled at the cover 3 style defense in Seattle because he had Cam Chancellor that could come down and kind of be the run defender. He might look a little bit different in a totally different scheme.
What about the Seahawks? They're obviously already rebuilding, the defense in particular. He only has 1 year left on his contract, as we have mentioned. Is this the right time to turn the page on Thomas, too?
It's kind of hard for me to sit up here and think whenever you have a premier quarterback like a Russell Wilson playing at the level he's playing, it's hard to think that the team is totally rebuilding. I just think it would be surprising if the Seattle Seahawks would want to trade Earl Thomas to a team in the NFC like a Dallas, when they also play Dallas this year on their schedule. So you normally would want to trade a guy of his caliber to the AFC instead of the NFC because you don't want to have a chance of facing him along the season. So that would be surprising if they do that.
It's kind of have to feel weird for the Seahawks fans to look at that defense that was the Legion of Boom, and they're all gone.
Yep. Except for Earl.
I mean, he's the last man standing, really, him and Bobby Wagner. And I think when you look at that defense, if I'm that guy right there, all right, I want Earl to stay there. I want the torchbearer. I want that veteran presence at that in the back end. And I think Seahawks fans want him there, too. When you think about the passers that they've lost as well, with Michael Bennett and, with Cliff Averill having to retire as well, I think that this defense could look dramatically different already. Now, if you lose Earl, man, I think that's a tough blow for Seattle. So I think the price point would have to be something very intriguing for John Schneider.
I think it depends on how all in Earl is. If he feels like they don't want to pay me and so I don't want to be here, then that might not be the kind of vibe that you want around a team when you have a lot of young pieces there and you're trying to get them to buy in, right?
Are you saying that his message is getting stale?
No, I'm saying that maybe that's why a lot of the veterans are not there. And now you've got a fresh crop of ears.
I hear you. No. I'm all ears. I'm all ears on that one.